second straight day Oscar Klefbom not on the ice. Is there an update on that front?
Oscar won't play tonight, and nor will he play. At least the plan is for him not to play against or in Calgary. So he's likely out for the next 2 games. He had a minor procedure, a small one done. That's going to keep him out for a couple games. Maybe.
Sorry, Todd, with in regards to Oscar, has there been thought of maybe just shutting him down and letting him get healthy?
Well, part of what is going on right now with Clef is to determine that.
Ethan Bear's game, you still like what you see?
Yeah, with Ethan, he's 4 games into his NHL career right now, and what tends to happen when you call a young man up like that, you really accentuate the positives, and you're looking for things that are going well in his game, and we found a lot of that. With that in mind, you still want to be aware of areas that he needs to improve on. We're going to try and work with him in those areas while he's here. And the easy part for a young man is to get that opportunity and take advantage of it and be recognized in a lot of positive areas. The tough part is working on the deficiencies, and like anybody, he's got some things that he needs to improve, but we've liked a lot of the things that we've seen. We think he's gaining valuable experience, and going forward, we think he can push and perhaps solidify a full-time spot here with a high-end summer of training and getting prepared.
McDavid said at the start of this year that he focused in the summer on goal scoring and wanted to push the envelope from a goal scoring standpoint. Have you seen him become a more efficient goal scorer this year, and if so, how?
Well, his goal scoring numbers are up, which would indicate yes. I think he's generating more chances now, just visually. I don't have the complete numbers in front of me than he did last year, which is a positive. And he's doing a lot of it without being overly productive on the power play. So if we really want to see his numbers go up, we've got to get that fixed and sorted out. And he obviously plays a big role in that area.
He also said of himself that, this was before, didn't consider himself a great breakaway player. It seems that that's changed. He's maybe having more success. Are you noticing that too?
Well, he gets so many of them. So I guess when you look at what a normal ratio is for hit or miss on a breakaway, I'm not even sure what that number is, but he gets so many of them that his batting average may be real good, yet it looks like he fails on a number of them. I think he's done a good job in game situations to create them. I think he's finished well in those situations. Sometimes I don't know where the rule book goes when he's in those situations. But he's also done a tremendous job in the shootout this year for us, where it's been a marked improvement from the past.
You're talking about Ethan Bear saying while he's here. What is the plan for his deployment down the stretch? Is he here till the end of the season, or is he...
He's here right now, and that's all we worry about. We're not, as I said the other day, we're not going to set a timeline for him. We're not talking about him, hey, 2 more games, 3 more games. We want him to believe that he's here. And when he wakes up in the morning, if his feet are in Edmonton, he's an Oiler, and he's going to continue to work with the team. If he wakes up and he's somewhere else, then he's got to perform there. And we want him to remain confident and believe that he's going to be here. So we haven't laid anything out for him.
Is it kind of up to him to some extent?
Yeah, somewhat. He has to be able to play. He has to be able to improve. If he's doing those things, then we'll continue to look at him.
You got a pretty desperate team coming in here in the Wild, and that need points. They're trying to hold off onto that playoff spot. So what are some of the challenges for you guys tonight?
Well, they're not only desperate, but they're a very good team. They're one of the best teams in the league since Christmas. I think they're 8-2 in their last 10. They've scored a ton of goals. Their special teams are clicking. It'll be a tough task for us tonight to play against this team. Their back end is producing at a very high rate. They're one of the top producing offensive teams from the blue line right now in the league, and they get good goaltending. So they're well-rounded. They get everything, and throw in the fact that they are desperate, but so should we be.
You mentioned about Bear. Is the hard part with him the defensive part? When I talk to him, he says, head on a swivel. There's so many people coming from behind me, and where you see it in the American League, but the players aren't as good at it as they are here.
Well, the best players play in the best league, and that's the NHL. And perhaps the difference between here and there is that Connor McDavid and Sidney Crosby and Austin Matthews and Stahl will play tonight. Those guys are very gifted, very skilled, and they have they've gone through the league numerous times. They've learned the tricks of the trade. Where Ethan, as a young player, he's working on his position and all that type of stuff. He's learning a few of the tricks of the trade, timing, and finding these good players find holes at the right times. They just don't skate for the sake of skating. They're efficient, and he's learning all of that like any young rookie would.
Todd, heading down the stretch here, is there a balance where you guys as a coaching staff would like to see younger players get put in different situations, kind of an evaluation thing, and you're still trying to win every game that you play? Like, is there kind of a fine balance there?
Let's flip the and around. We're trying to win every game first. Then we'll look at doing some of those things on an earned basis. I've said this numerous times. We have a agenda or list. We have some players. It's not just about getting Ethan Bear ice time. It's about getting Milan Lucic confident and playing the way he can. Andre Sekera, we're talking about guys that have played in the league for a long time that only have 1 month of hockey left, and we want them heading into the summer as confident as they can and feeling better about their games. Not just those two, but a number of guys. Klef would be another one. Feeling better about their games than they have maybe at some point during the season. So I understand hey, why don't we call up those two guys and put them on the first power play and let's see what happens. It doesn't, in my opinion, it just doesn't work that way. You earn that opportunity, and we have to make sure that some other players leave the season in the right frame of mind.